Hello, everybody. I know it's late. I am up creating in the quarantine, and I just needed to work on some. Okay, like what's happening? I'm live on YouTube, Periscope, and I'm live on Facebook. So I am here just doing some, let's see what we got. Okay. So anyway, I'm sorry, you I'm over here kind of like all over the place. But basically, I came on live um, a couple of days ago to introduce my challenge entitled Back to the Basics. So I have just really, what is this? Okay. I have really been trying to get the details for this together. And so I started the logo off with Canva, and I started using this template right here. And then I thought about it. I said, it would be really, really nice to have a logo or to have an arrow. So I went into Canva search and I put 180. And I don't have a whole lot of energy, y'all. It's late, but I thought the least I could do is come on live and show you guys how I do some of what I do. So I don't claim to really be a graphic designer. I really don't. I am doing this graphic design simply because, we are in a time where we need to be cautious of what we do with our funds. So I'm just trying to do as much as I can on my own. I'm trying to finish this logo so that I can send it over to our video editor and he can work on the intro for the new challenge videos. So I am using some very cost-effective resources, and these are things that I do talk about in the DIY Marketing Lab. I talk about how to use cost-effective resources and do it yourself. Excuse me. That's how I started out with graphics and marketing. I started out just working with what I had, and most of you all know how I got started. And so maybe one day I'll come back and share that. But right now, I'm going to try to get back into this logo. Now, again, I used this template here and just decided that I wanted to rearrange it. So, excuse me, watch and learn. Watch and learn. If you have questions, you can put them in the comments and I will answer them. So I'm going to be using Canva and I'm going to use Photoshop because I want to arch this text here within the arrow. So I'm going to use Photoshop to help me do that. So I don't really know if I like this font. So when it comes to branding, one thing that I teach in the marketing lab, the DIY marketing lab, is you definitely need to be aware of your target audience. So I know that the Back to the Basics challenge is for anyone. So I want it to be appealing to anyone. And right now, the fonts that I have that came with this template, to me, are not 100% what I have in mind. So I do have a lifestyle brand. So I want to make sure that it's unisex that the fonts are appealing to both men and women of a mature age, not, old or elderly, but a mature age. So, I mean, and anyone can take this challenge. So the challenge is specifically for, let me see here. I'm going to put some more text down here just so that you guys know exactly what in the world this challenge is about. But this challenge is a 30-day challenge for personal growth. What else did I say? Personal growth, nourishing relationships, and business success. You guys, pardon all the coughing. I am getting through. So that's what this challenge is all about. And the challenge is with me. I don't know if I have my logo in here. Lord, I don't know what's going to pop up because I have so much in here. Okay, these are all my shirts and products. Do I have my logo? I don't. Oh, here's one. So I can put that right there. All right, and I'm going to minimize, resize this. So you guys can create logos with Canva. Canva has a really cool new feature where you can actually create an automatic logo. So you can go to, I went to Google and I put in logo maker. And that's how I got to Canva. But I've worked with Canva several times and I absolutely love it for quick little graphics that I don't feel like doing a whole bunch in Photoshop. So do I have any comments? Let's see. Any comments? Any questions? Let me go on here and see who's watching. Oh, people are on. I don't know why stuff just doesn't want to work tonight. Okay, so if you have a question, you can put it in the comments and I would be more than happy to answer. Let me put here. Hey, okay, I got one. Hello, good to see you, Pastor T. Good to see ya. Thanks for joining. Excited about FBI Church tomorrow. All right, so this is where we are. I am working on this. Okay, so the logo is done. The only thing that I was thinking about changing is the font. Something, and see, I love Canva because it gives you these font pairs. And a rule of thumb for graphic design is you don't want to have more than 3 fonts. No more than 3 fonts on your design. Hi, Pastor Kimberly. No. Hi, my friend. It's good to see you on. Thank you for joining. Oh, thank you. Thank you. So we are talking about fonts. So no more than 3 fonts, you guys, on your graphics. That's the rule of thumb. If you have more than 3 fonts, really 2, But if you have more than 3 fonts on your graphic, it's just going to appear all over the place. It's going to be too busy, too much going on. So you really want to, yes. So I was telling them earlier that Canva, you know, is a, hey, Dabrika, good to see you. Thanks for joining. So Canva is a really cool, cost-effective tool. Mostly everything is free. I did pay $1 for this arrow. I was telling them earlier that I decided at first to use pages of this little template right here. And then I was like, no, I think I want to do like a 180. So I put in 180 because it's back to the basics. That's the challenge that I'm putting out, that I am launching. It's late, y'all, so my words all over the place. But I put 180 here. And these are all of the icons that popped up. So I chose this one right here. This is the one that I chose. Now what I did, this 180 right here, I put a white circle on top of that, or a white rectangle on top of that. And I put a white circle around the degree symbol. Simply because I did not need that. I just wanted that. And so with Canva, you guys, Canva is great. They have a numerous amount of templates. Again, they have a logo maker. So if I didn't want to just do something custom, I could actually make this logo with their generator, meaning I just type in the name and it just automatically pops it up. But I wanted something more custom. So I started with this template right here. And then I went from this template and I just started kind of getting my own vision and changing it up. So that is where we are. But Canva does not have the feature that Photoshop has when it comes to layers. So I don't have the ability to like take out this 180. So I just put a box around this 180 and this degree symbol. And that is how I made, you know, whited it out, whatever. So do I always have to stick to the same colors and fonts for every flyer? So that's a great question. Thank you for asking. If you have questions, put them in the comments section. You do not have to always stick with the same colors and fonts for every flyer. Excuse me. Every organization, every project, every entity of your brand may have its own branding. So if you have a kids ministry, or if you have a kids project, or in this instance, I have this back to the basics. Am I going to use the colors of my brand? I don't know. I like the colors of my brand because the colors of my brand are unisex. And most of you guys know the colors of my brand right in here. I'm trying not to show everybody stuff that I work on. But those are the colors of my brand. You know, this unisex cream color right here, the black, and white. Those are my colors. And I chose those colors for my brand because I have a lifestyle brand where I'm able to talk about all things life and business. And so those are the colors of my brand. I may stick with those. I'm not sure. But no, you do not have to always stick with the same colors of your brand. Now, if it is, so if you have like a special service or a special program, and you want to communicate the message of that specific program or that specific event, then you should definitely choose colors and fonts that will help you communicate that. But if you are just doing a general flyer for your church, or a general flyer for your organization, something like this, then yes, you want to stick with the colors and the fonts of your brand. That way you keep everything consistent when it comes to communicating your brand. I hope that makes sense. Next question. For example, should our church flyers always use the same colors or at least color scheme? So yes, your church flyers, when it comes to, like I said, if you're just saying, hey, you know, we're meeting today at 10 a.m. You know, if you're just announcing something, just standard information, then everything needs to remain the same. And that brings me to why every element, every brand development, and even your brand needs a style guide. You need a style guide. And I do talk about this in the DIY Marketing Lab. FBI Church of the Crockett's, who are watching right now, they do have a style guide because It's J Media created a style guide for them. So now when they work with designers or when they work in-house, they are aware of the colors and the fonts that they use for their brand. So there's no question. They're not like, what color blue was that? What color red was that? What font was that? It's on the guide. And that way everybody can have an understanding of what to produce. Okay? Lord, somebody help me. No, I'm okay. I'm just recovering. Anyway, so we are looking at this font right here, and I'm not sure if I like this font because I don't know. I just kind of want something classic. I want something that is going to be befitting for this. Again, this is why I love Canva, because they have these font combinations or font pairs. Font combinations, font pairs. You guys, use this. Use this. I can't say that enough. Use this. You can also Google. I'm going to go to Google real quick. And I am going to put font pairs. This is the best tool that you can use because you want to make sure that when you are compiling fonts for your flyer, for your graphic, for your logo, that you are using fonts that go together, okay? Because sometimes we just like, oh, I just want to use something cute and curly, and I'm gonna have a curly one right here, and I'm gonna have a curly one right here, and I'm gonna have a big bold one right here, and I'm gonna have a small one right here. No. Again, I said a maximum of 3 fonts, preferably 2 fonts. So go on Google and type in font pairs. This is a great way for you to get your fonts. And I've got to get back to this graphic here in a second, this logo, because my editor, my video editor, is waiting. So, font pairs. Here's a cool image right here. See how Oswald font goes with Open Sans font? Yeah. And then we have Great Vibes. I love that font, and it goes well with Railway font. So these are fonts that go well together. And then we have, oh, thank you. I'm glad you guys are enjoying. I'm doing the best that I can at 10 Central Standard Time. Anyway, so these are some really nice fonts, and you see how they lay them out for you. So here we have, I think this is, okay, this is 2 fonts. No, this may be 3. I don't know. But you can click on the images, just put in font pairs. You might can put in font combinations. And you guys share this video just in case someone else needs to have some inspiration. Again, you know, I don't usually create my own graphics because, you know, it's easier to delegate. However, I am trying my best to do what I can on my own just to kind of conserve a little coins, just a little coins. Just kind of save a little coins. All right, so you guys get the drift, you know. Really, really cool. Now, I get my fonts, you guys, from dafont.com. Dafont.com is free. So you can use this and you can download fonts. Now, some fonts do have licensing requirements, meaning you may not be able to use them for commercial use, or if you're trying to sell a product or sell a shirt using the font, you may have to purchase the font. So here we go. See right here, I don't know if you can see this. I'm gonna try to blow this up. Okay, that did not blow it up. Well, anyway, when you go to dafont.com, you will see a link to purchase the full version and commercial. So this is if, you know, you're trying to sell. Thank you for typing that for me. Dafont.com. So, let's see, can I post comments? Let's see. So, and also you guys, I know everyone is trying to, Dafont.com, there it is. I know everyone is trying to go live right now, you know, doing the live stream because we are in the quarantine. I should have put hashtag quarantine on here. But I will be doing a class, and I am offering coaching on live stream solutions. So if you feel that you need some help with your live stream production, you know, you need a nice intro video, or you need just some bomb graphics, or you just need some help with your overall production and presentation, I would be more than happy to advise you on producing your live broadcast. And I will be hosting a class soon as well, offering some of the same guidance and insight. So if you are not a member of the DIY Marketing Lab right there, then I do suggest that you join. Right now, the subscription, I think, is $99 a month, but definitely because of the quarantine and what we're dealing with right now in our world, that is going to be dropped tremendously. So I haven't had a chance to log in and change the price. But if you are interested and you're like, hey, that's kind of high, but I want to join, let me know and we will accommodate you the best that we can. All right. So this is where we are. Fonts. This is where I get my fonts from for free. Again, you'll have to read all the terms. Most of the time, you can just download the font for free. If you're not trying to sell something using the font, then you should be good to go. If you are wanting to sell something using the font, or sell something and you don't want to pay for a font, then you need to use a royalty-free font. The same way with royalty-free images. You want to use a royalty-free font, okay? Okay. So now let's go back so we can finish this graphic. And I can make sure that I get this done. I'm trying to go back. I'm trying to go back. Okay, here we go. Back to the basics. So this is a challenge, you guys, that I am doing. I did a video on it where I talked about the challenge, but I just believe that we should be making the most of this quarantine experience, okay? So during this quarantine, we need to be focused on becoming the best that we can be, so that by the time this is all over, we are like thebomb.com. We're ready. We're focused. We've done our part. We've rested up. We were eating healthy. We're working out, doing the best that we can to become better. So I want to exit this period, exit this quarantine better than how I came in. That's the mindset of success. You guys know that I am a certified life coach. I do enjoy helping and encouraging my supporters, my followers, my clients to live their best life. So that is what this challenge is all about. It's about personal growth. It's about nourishing your relationships, your family, your friends, really working and focusing on doing that, as well as business success. What can you do to really build your business and to make it better? So we're going to talk about that in this challenge. All right. So I want to change this font before my video editor starts looking for me. I'm going to go ahead and change this. So some of these fonts are not free. The fonts that have the crowns are not free. Let's see here. I am looking. Oh, I like this one. Anton Lights. Let's see. That's pretty nice. I really like that one. I don't want it to look too schoolsy. I want it to look classic. So with classic, I'm probably going to need to go with a serif font. And a serif font would be something like Times New Roman, but we're not going to use Times New Roman. We're going to use something more commercial. So I'm going to try to find something similar. I actually like this. Let's see how this works. No. Let's see. I gotta find something. This is the hard part. Oh, I like that. I really like that. Bodani. I like that font. So I guess most of the fonts that I probably want, I gotta pay for. This is where I would probably just go into Photoshop because I have a ton of fonts in Photoshop. So I'm gonna do the best that I can to stay in Canva. Ain't this something? I haven't used Canva in so long. I did not know that they started charging for the good fonts. Yeah, I think I'm going to and my video editor just texts me like, what's taking so long? All right. Okay, so we are on the search for the best font. I don't like that one. I think I'm going to have to use Anton. Hey, how you doing? Good to see you. Thanks for joining. So, hi, Kelly. Good to see you. All right. I'm just tripping out because Canva has totally changed since the last time I used them. And so Canva has it to where most of the good fonts you have to pay for. So I'm about to go in Photoshop because I have a ton of fonts. This is absurd. Oh, I like this one. I really like that one. I think I'm going to use that one because I got to get this done. I do not have time. Okay. I think we're going to use the Grieve font because I was using Anton and I don't like that. What are you teaching us tonight? We are learning how to make a logo in a cost-effective way. So I am right now creating this logo in Canva, and I'm going to probably do a few things in Photoshop because Canva does not have the layers and things of that nature, you know, the feature where you can really do those types of things. So, and if they do, I just don't know how to use it because I don't use Canva that much. But because of the quarantine and because of, you know, where we are right now, I decided to make this logo on my own instead of sending it over to one of our designers. So what am I doing? Where am I? What did I do? What did I do? Oh, this is what I was doing. Okay, so I'm going to use this gray font. What do you guys think? Do you guys like this font? Again, this is supposed to be a unisex. This is supposed to be a unisex logo and a logo that is appealing to, you know, mature ages. And so that's the thing. I want to make sure that it does not look very schoolsy, you know? I don't want it to look schoolsy. I want it to look dope. I want it to look like what it needs to look like. All right. All right. We did it. What you guys think? You guys like this font? I like the font. I think it's pretty cool. The only thing I'm concerned about is who it speaks to. Thank you, Kim. So Kim, do you think that if you saw this logo that it would be attractive to you? Like, would you be interested? Because again, oh, thanks, you're still here. I thought the Crockett's went on to bed for church in the mountain. I understand. Okay, so oh, great. Thank you, Kim. That means so much. All right. Okay, so we did it. Now, y'all pray over this logo so that when people see it, they sign up. And we're going to modernize it a little bit more, but I don't know how to do it. I don't know how to do it in Photoshop. I mean, in Canva. Kim, do you know how to make these words curvy? All right now. Well, I'm so happy y'all are night people because I am up and I did not want to be on here by myself. All right, so bring it forward. Excuse me. I know it is. I apologize. It is two Kims on here. Pastor Kim Crockett, do you know how to, I'm sorry, do you know how to make this curvy? Because if not, I'm going to have to leave here, which I'm just going to go on and leave here because I don't know. And again, my editor is like, could you please send me the details? I'm sorry. Okay, y'all, so I'm going to delete this. This was just to give you guys an idea of my colors. I'm going to delete this. I'm going to delete my logo. I'm going to copy and paste this text. Go over here into Photoshop. And I'm going to show you guys Photoshop here in 1 second. Okay, it does not have a swing or... All right, so we are going to save this. Now, what I would really like to do, I would really like to... See, this is my problem, y'all. This is why it takes me so long to get things done because I go to playing with things, the alignment, and I'm like, oh, what about this? What about diet? I like that, but I think I'm gonna take it back down. I don't know, you guys, up or down or middle, up, down, or middle. That's middle. This is up. Middle or bottom, okay. Up. What do you mean right there? Middle or bottom? Middle, bottom, or up? Middle is kind of cute. It's different. Up, up. Down. Y'all, this is my challenge. This is my problem. Because I see something else too. I could totally middle going once, twice. I know, right? I will be stuck on this forever. 24. Back to the basics. I like that. It's very commercial. Do y'all like that? I like that. I think that's pretty dope right there. Let's see. Let's just try it. And then we are going, I so get stuck. Right. Too much space positioned at the bottom. Okay. I don't know what you mean under basics or. Okay, now let's download. I really like how it is right now. You guys tell me what you think. Do you like how it is right now? Okay, so I just downloaded. I don't know if that worked because like I said, I have not. I would love to have a transparent background. Is that possible? No, I gotta upgrade. I'm not upgrading. I'm not upgrading. Oh, look, see, they put it on a business card for you and everything. Okay, so where did my download go? It's nice just like that too. Pastor Kim, where did my download go now? I don't know. You guys, again. Oh, there it is. It's right down here at the bottom of the screen. It's at the bottom of the, it's down here at the bottom of the screen. You guys can't see it. Okay. Okay, so it's here. So now we're going to go in Photoshop. Let me share screen with Photoshop. My office is a hot mess, you guys. Okay. Where am I? Stop. Excuse me. Yes, it's at the bottom of the screen. I don't know. I guess there's some type of a delay. All right, now what we're going to do, we're going to open the download into Photoshop. And look how far I came, y'all. You see the red back to the basics. I have come a long way. Won't he do it? Yes, he will. All right. So I have opened it up. I'm going to drag it onto this layer, and I have done that. I'm going to delete this back to the basics layer in Photoshop. I'm going to select this layer. I'm going to do Control T so I can enlarge. And I hope this works, you know. I hope that it's not pixelated. I pray that it's not. Now, this is what I don't know how to use. Yes, I love Photoshop, you know. I do. Oh, Lord, I forgot to do something very important. Okay, so it is fuzzy. So I'm going to try to cheat a little bit. I'm going to select all of the white. So I'm going to go to, I've selected it using my magic select tool. Now I'm going to go to select similar so it can get all of the little holes in between the letters. And I'm going to press delete. Now, if I turn this bottom layer off, I have removed all of the white. And this is basically for my video editor, so he can do whatever he wants to do. Okay, so some holes got left in the word, so I'm going to go in and just select and press Shift so I can delete. And I'll zoom in so you guys can see. Sorry, it's probably a little fuzzy, but I'm getting in there, getting in the cracks and the crevices. And so I'm gonna press delete and we'll see how that works. So let's see how that looks. I'm gonna come out. Now I kind of messed up my V. That's okay. We'll come back in. Now what I could do, honestly, since I did get my concept, my idea from Canva, I could just go and download the font and recreate this whole logo. I could do that. And that might be the best thing to do because I want it to be clean and crisp and I want it to be high resolution for the video. So what are we gonna do? We're going to go and grab the font real quick. What font did we, now you know what? I should be able to download a high res version. PNG. Oh, I can increase the size. Yeah, I think it'll be best. So this is Grieve 800. So you guys, I'm going to just go to thefont.com real quick. Let me share. And let's see if we can find this font. Oh. I'm getting sleepy and I still have content to do for tomorrow. I don't see it. I don't see it. So sometimes these fonts can have a different name. Let me see. Man, what am I gonna do? Well, I don't know. I think I'm just gonna have to make it bigger. I'm gonna have to make it bigger and we're going to have to use it as is. Tell us the hiccup that has happened. Okay, my apologies. So I was in Photoshop and basically it was the logo, when I downloaded it from Canva, it was not as clear as I wanted it to be. So I decided to just find the font and just simply download the font and recreate it in Photoshop. Since I already got my template, my concept for the logo from Canva templates, I thought maybe I should just go ahead and recreate the logo. So that is what I am pondering on right now, is just finding that font and recreating the logo in Photoshop, because I used Canva as a template resource. So thank you. My apologies. I am just like kind of tired and I've got work to do. I've got some other work to do. So I think what I'm going to do, I think I'm going to just resize this. So let me let me show you all where I am, and then I've got to call it a night because I am beat. So share. All right, so I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to select all of this. So go to, what is this? This is, I'm going to click on it. I'm going to hold down the shift key, and I'm going to click on each element, and I'm going to group it by pressing group. And I'm going to just zoom out as far as possible. Okay. And I think what I'm going to do is upgrade so that I can purchase the, now this one right here needs to go behind. So I'm going to go this little 180. Oh, I know what happened. Let me go back. So I had a lot of little circles and stuff hiding because, again, Canva just can't, it just can't do what Photoshop can do. So I'm going to take this back. Let me see. I've got, I don't know where that circle is, but I'm going to figure this out. Let's see. I'm going to figure this out. I'm sleepy, y'all. Okay. Yeah, we're just going to bring it all the way out, and then we're going to bring our squares and our circles. We'll bring them out. So we're making this large enough so that it is high resolution for any type of file that I need to put it on. So I do need to, I'm going to ungroup. I do need to oh, thank you so much. Oh, thanks, Beatrice. I appreciate that feedback. You got to join us in the DIY Marketing Lab. The website is on the screen, and I teach and coach. I do one-on-one coaching. So if you need some design coaching, I definitely can help you. But then also I host trainings in the DIY Marketing Lab. And right now, the regular price is listed in the DIY Marketing Lab, but we are going to take that price down because of the current crisis that we're in right now with the quarantine, and I want to make sure that everyone is able to participate. So if you need to kind of have more of a budget friendly, or want to have more of a budget friendly rate for the membership is $99 a month, and I typically host a weekly training, or you can opt in for a one-on-one training. Oh, I think someone just went to the DIY Marketing Lab. That may be you. I don't know. But anyway, I got a notification. Okay, so we will be announcing my one-on-one session soon. So right now, you guys, I'm just trying to find all of the layers that I created. This is so hard in Canva. But again, Canva is a cost-effective tool. Excuse me. It is a cost-effective tool, so I'm using it to show you all how to just use what you have. It's 11:30. I am about to be done with this. I gotta be done with this. I gotta be done with this. Okay. to front. Okay. So we have made this logo, and we are right now trying to I want to, y'all, here I go again with this word. Okay. All right, back to the basics. The logo is done. Now what I need to do is see if there is a transparent option, and I believe that there is. I'm going to upgrade because I just don't have time for all of these limitations. Let's see. If I upgrade, okay, whatever. So you guys remind me to cancel this subscription. Okay, so I have upgraded. So now we don't have to worry about all of the extra hassle, hopefully. But I do need to bring over this black simply because we don't want it to be too close to the edge. So if I bring over the black, then I need to bring that over, and then the word. Okay. Now, we have successfully created the logo. Okay, so now what I want to do is I want to download the transparent background. Now this thing says I can increase. Now let's see if it really does let me download a transparent background. I'm increasing the size to 1500 so that I have plenty of room. I'm going to download the transparent because I paid for that. I'm going to download. Yeah, I increased the size so that I could have plenty of stretch room. So we're using this logo as a part of our promotional video. We're also using it on the flyers, etc. So I want to make sure that there's plenty of room. And again, we started here with this template. And I deleted the circle and just kind of made it my own. I decided that I wanted an arrow to clearly identify, some type of movement, since we're talking about going back to the basics. So this is a 30-day challenge that I introduced on Facebook. I'm super excited about it. I am a certified life coach. I enjoy coaching and helping individuals to move forward and become successful in their goals. So that's what this challenge is all about. And it's about helping you to maximize the current quarantine. So we want to focus on personal growth, which is time management, organization, getting things done in our personal lives, from physical health to healthy eating to exercising, just taking an opportunity to develop a new lifestyle. so that by the time the quarantine is over, yes, by the time the quarantine is over, we will have come out different than how we entered. So that's what this Back to the Basics challenge is all about. Let's get back to the foundation. Let's work on our foundation. A lot of times when crisis comes, it opens our minds up to how strong we really are in our infrastructure, how we have things set up. So when crisis comes and our finances perhaps may be challenged, or our health may be challenged, my health was challenged in this crisis. I'm sure you have heard me coughing several times. So, I actually ended up getting tested for the virus. My results haven't come back, but I have been doing all that I can to really just work on my health, so I've been taking supplements, vitamins, herbs, all of that. And so, but it did open my eyes to say, hey, Jessica, perhaps if your immune system was not so low, maybe you wouldn't have gotten sick, whatever you have, flu, cold, what have you. Thank you. Thank you. So, it's an eye opener. When we go through trials, when we go through adverse circumstances, it shows us what we're made of. It shows us how things are really set up. And that's what we have to look at this quarantine as, an opportunity for growth. So many people are like, oh, this is horrible. Things are happening, and, what are we going to do? And how are we going to make it through? And that's not what this is about. It's not about us being anxious. Yes, it's natural for us to get anxious. It's natural for us to, get fearful. But at the end of the day, when you are confident in your foundation, I'm a woman of faith. I believe in the power of prayer. I believe in having a relationship with God. So when we focus on those aspects as well, we're able to build a strong foundation so that when crisis comes, we have a person, a source to go to. So my source is God. And I certainly hope and pray that you all go to God for your challenges as well. So this challenge is about to be lit. It's going to be epic. We are going to do this together. We're going to focus on becoming better, being the best version of ourselves. And we're going to really just dive into personal growth. We're going to dive into nourishing our relationships, spending time with family and friends, availing ourselves to our family and friends. And we're going to focus on business success. For those of you who have businesses, I have just recently started dibbling and dabbing into a new CRM tool for my business. I've used several CRM tools, and I have to say that they all kind of have their challenges. Most tools have their challenges. It's like, oh, I like this tool because of this, or I like that website because of this, or I like this platform, or this social media network because of this. We all have different reasons. For me, CRM, thank you, customer relationship management. That's what CRM means. So when it comes to business success, I'm putting this in the comments for you guys. Okay, CRM. All right, so when it comes to business success, this is one of the new things that I am, investing time and energy into. I am going to challenge myself to get my CRM together. Now, here's the thing. I've been in business for over 15 years. It's been a long time. And most of my clientele has come through word of mouth, or people just knowing me and saying, hey, Jessica, can you help me? So I've never really had to have a really formal approach to how I run my business when it comes to marketing and keeping in touch with my clients. I've never had to really do that because I really have never had to market or advertise because I have never really had a problem with clientele. Now I'm at a place where I'm like, okay, I can do this. Last year with my business, I was honestly not interested in having my marketing business simply because I felt burnt out. I felt like I was not getting the results that I desired for my business from perhaps a revenue standpoint, from just some of the client projects that I was getting and some of the setups that I was having to work with. It just all became a lot. So last year I was like, you know what, I don't think I want to do this or whatever. And now that I have really saw the need for my business, to be honest, I have really, even during this crisis, you guys, going back to just how adversity just opens us up to everything. It opens us up to clarity. Come on now. Adversity opens us up to clarity if we allow it. If we allow ourselves to gain clarity in adverse circumstances, it's available. So for me, this crisis, even in this crisis, I became aware of how needed my business is, because I'm like, okay, I'm helping businesses and organizations who are not necessarily online. I'm helping them to really build an online presence and to become visible and touchable and personable to the people that follow them online. So it's a very important aspect. And so now I am just like, my mind is open and I'm like, okay, God really does have need of me in this season to really support and help business owners and professionals. So that is why I'm here. That is why I'm doing this. So I've decided to help myself to become more organized so that I'm not all over the place with the projects that we get. I decided to really invest time and money into a customer relationship management tool. And so I'll probably talk about some of the tools that I've used. I might talk about some of that a little later on during the challenge. So again, if you are not on my mailing list, I strongly encourage you to go to my website. I'm going to put it jessicagrace.tv. And I encourage you to go to my website and subscribe to my mailing list. I'm going to be releasing information about the challenge there. I'll be releasing information about my upcoming classes in the DIY Marketing Lab. If you want to join the DIY Marketing Lab right now, the subscription is $99, and we are going to take that price down. If it's not already down, it may be down, I don't know. But we're going to take that. I need to check right now. Let me check. Let me see what the price is to be a part of the lab. I can't remember. I feel like I took it down already, but okay, it's still $99. Okay, so we'll take that price down, and that way you all can be a part of the classes that are in there right now and the ones that have already been recorded and any of the new classes that we have coming up. All right, so again, I appreciate you guys. I'm going to go ahead and show you the end result. Let me just open up this file. This is not the end result, actually. I apologize, but I have to, it's not exactly what I want it to be. Let me show you guys. Let me show you. So, so this is the high resolution transparent file that came from Canva. So I still have a problem with this white here, but we can get around that. We can make the background white. we'll work around all that. I'm not going to worry about that right now because it's 11:30 and I still have to do content for tomorrow for some of our clients. So I got to get busy. I don't know. I might take a nap. But I really do appreciate you guys for being here. I know it's late and you didn't have to, but I'm grateful that you did join me. I'm going to continue for a little bit. And oh, you are so welcome. And I am so happy that you found this to be helpful. And I hope that you learned a lot that you can use. I think I'm going to try to finish this, you guys. I have I don't know if it's a bad habit, but I have a problem. It's hard for me to leave things undone. So I just selected the white. Let me see here. I'm going to select the holes and do a similar. Uh-oh. Let me undo. It's really hard for me to just leave stuff undone. It really is. So I might have to grab a cup of coffee and push through because tomorrow is Palm Sunday. It is the beginning of Holy Week, and I am thankful. Yes, Lord, I am so thankful. So this looks so much better, you all. This looks so much better. See how we don't have any like pixelation. It's not fuzzy. I don't know if you can see like I can see, but it is different. So this is the new version that I downloaded where it's transparent. And not only is it transparent, but I downloaded a larger size. I went ahead and did 1500 pixels by 1500 pixels. And I did that because I want to make sure that when it is stretched and made smaller or larger, that it is high resolution, that it is clear, that it is not fuzzy. So that is why I did that. So this is where we were. This is before. Now, here's a prime example, you all. Sometimes to get the quality that you want, you do got to cough up a little bit of coins. I'm not saying you got to pay a whole bunch. Had I have, had one of my designers to do this, I might have been out of, $75 to a few $100s. It just depends. However, I decided to do it myself. So I'm not out of that much money, but I did have to cough up some money so that I could have the quality that I wanted. The quality that represents excellence. Excellence is the goal. So this is where we are. I'm going to go ahead and add. Let's see. I'm going to go ahead and add the text that I wanted to put. So Photoshop has this cool way of just kind of making an arch, and you really just have to play around with it to figure it out. All right, so we got 30, and I really wanted to go the other way. Excuse me. So in order to take it the other way, what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a -50 on the bend. And that should take it the other way, I think. It did. All right. So 30-day challenge with Jessica Grace. All right, and I could go ahead and put personal growth, nourishing relationships. Let's see if I'm spelling this right. And business success. All right. So now what we need to do, we're going to make that a center alignment. I'm going to take myself out of the screen so you all can see better. Probably should have did that from the, well, you can't see too much. It's still the same size. Let me see. Let's see what I can do to help. Okay. Try to do a fit screen on here. All right, so that should make it a little better for you to see what I'm doing. Okay, we're going to enlarge this font. Enlarge the spacing between the lines. And now we're going to work on this bend. Let's see if we can fix. We want the bend to fit. All right, so one thing that I want to do is I want to bold that. And I'm going to all right, y'all, we are on here. We are doing this. Okay. So I think I want the bend to be a little bit more curved. You just have to kind of play around. As you already know, you just play around with things until it gets to where you want it to be. All right. Now I am going to make this larger. Put a little bit more space. And boom, we have our logo. So, are we satisfied? Don't like that, so I'm gonna do Control Z. I feel like making my brand color. I don't know my brand color by heart. But it's like right up in there. Now I could use, instead of these little lines, I could do Alt 8, Alt 8. And that will help me. Another thing that could really help. So right now I have, excuse me, I decreased the spacing of the characters here. So if I do an undo, step backwards, that's pretty cool. That's pretty commercial. I absolutely love it. Now, if I don't want to use my brand color on the bottom, another cool color could be white. And I think I might use the white, gray. And I think I want to use my font, which is Metropolitan. Metropolis, I believe that's what it is. Metropolis has really nice options. So I could change. So many cool things you can do, you know? You can have so many options. You can have so many options. Let's see, medium. You can do semi-bold. All right, so that's good. That's really commercial. Now the only thing that I need to fix is my bend. Moving a little too fast. All right, I need to work on that bend a little more. And you can just kind of arrow up or down to kind of help you not to go too fast. I think that's pretty good. You know, it's not perfect, but hey, who wants perfection? All right, so we've got personal growth, nourishing relationships, business success. Now, at first, I put life, family, business. And I decided to change that. So we're talking about branding right now. I decided to change that so that I could really explain what this, what I mean by life, family, business. So anyway, this is where we are. Can do this to show you all what it looks like on a white background. can do gray background. All right. So let me add myself back so you guys can see my face. All right, so this is what we're doing. So right now we have completed the logo, and now I'm just making sure that the verbiage is what I want it to be. I like the fonts, personal growth, relationships, business. Let's see, personal growth, relationships, business. At first I had life, family, business, but family, we are, you know, in the relationship component of this challenge, we're going to also deal with friends, friendships, you know. So I think I'm going to take out, I don't know. I don't know if I want to take out nourishing, personal growth, relationships, business. Personal growth. I'm going to take out relationships, and then I'm going to just business. That way, you know, one thing with branding, you guys, you all know that I'm a brand advisor, and one thing with branding is you want things to be really concise as possible. As concise as possible, but still clear and understandable. So you want people to understand, even though you're very concise, you still want them to understand exactly what's going on. Okay, so this is what we have: personal growth, relationships, business. And I'm going to see one more time how it looks with the lines. Okay. And I want to see how it looks without the spacing. Oh. Okay. I like it without the spacing. And I may like it a little smaller. And I definitely want to try the dots instead. The dots instead of so do logos stay the same over time and trademarks, or they're the same? Okay, so yes, your trademark is to protect the logo that you create. So with that being said, it needs to be the same. And if you want to update your logo eventually, then you will need to update your trademark. Yep. But you can evolve. Many businesses evolve. If we kind of think back a little bit, I'm sure businesses will come to mind and we think, oh, they actually, you know, kind of changed a little bit. They used to have this symbol, or they used to have that symbol. So, all right, I think we did it. I'm gonna go ahead and crop. Let's see, let me hide that. You are welcome. You are welcome. Thanks for sticking in here with me. All right, so I just have this thing about trying to finish things, especially when, you know, it's a project and I'm like, Jessica, go ahead and finish. So I think to really make this stand out, personal growth, relationships, business. Okay. I don't like how personal growth is 2 words and relationships and business stand on their own. So I kind of want to change personal growth to life. And this is what happens when you're branding, you all. It's very important, because what you don't want to do when you really become um, invested and you're really trying to do things as professional as possible, what you don't want to happen is a lot of changing. So once I release this, I can do whatever I want, but once I release this, I don't want it, you don't want to change it. You want it to be what it is, so that people can have it in their minds and they can remember the brand. So, and also, like, if I got this trademarked and everything, I wouldn't be able to just, you don't want to just go and change it, because if I did, then that would cost money. So it's best to really do your research, and kind of be very clear on what you want to do, so that when you do it, you do it the right way, the way you want to do it, and that way you don't have to come back and redo, and you're not wasting money and time. Now, this is something, you all, that I just felt inspired to do. Again, I felt the need for improvement in my own health and in my own business, and also, an opportunity for better relationships, to really nourish my relationships. So, yeah. So that's the reason why, I don't know, I just lost my train of thought. I'm tired. But yes, it's very important to kind of know what you're trying to do, so that you don't have to go back. So I hope this is what I want to do, because I'm about to send this over and I don't want to change it. I don't want to change it. There's one thing that I could do right here, and I'm done with it. I'm done. I gotta go to bed. I got other work to do. Let's see. Another thing that we understand in business is that, I mean, in design and in business and in anything, is less is more. So it's very important to apply that principle, because sometimes as designers, as creatives, we can have a tendency to get very, very, very creative and just say, oh, I want to do this. I want to make this fly out over here. I want to blow this part up. And, we have all of these ideas. So less is more. Okay, so personal growth, relationships, business. Okay, we're going to leave it as is. So back to the basics, 30-day challenge with Jessica Grace, nourishing personal growth, nourishing relationships, and business success. Yeah, we're just going to put it here. Creating nourishing relationships, business success. All right, we're gonna let that be that, and we're going to stop, because if we don't, we will continue. We will continue to make changes. It's just like when you're doing your hair or you're putting on an outfit or whatever. The more you play around with it, the more you're like, oh, I don't like that. I want to put this here. I want to put that there. And before you know it, you're late for whatever you're trying to do. So we're going to leave this as is. I think it's pretty self-explanatory. I may change it after I consult with my team. They may say, oh, this should be worded like this. Hopefully they don't, simply because I don't want to mess up the videographer. However, the video editor, however, we're just going to do what we can do. All right, so I'm going to save this and I'm going to send it over. We're going to remove the colored layer, the white layer here, and I'm going to save as a PNG so that it's transparent. Excuse me. Back to the basics logo. All right, everybody. So we are done. Thank you for being here with me. I may create some additional promotional materials. Later this week, but I'm going to do my best to go live to give you guys more free tips. If you need one-on-one coaching, remember to inbox me and we can work that out. I am definitely giving really good prices because I want to make sure that I'm able to help those who need help during this time so that you can get your projects done and you are not frustrated and worried about being productive, and you have the help that you need. Okay, so if you need help one-on-one, just inbox and let us know. Also, I'll put our email address up here on the screen. I will put it on the screen. Let me see. So the email address is on the screen. It's admin@itsjmedia.com. And you can email over any questions you have. I'm going to put it in the comments as well. And we'd be more than happy to answer your questions. If you are interested in joining the DIY Marketing Lab, we'd be happy to have you in the lab. We're getting ready to start our trainings for this month, this coming week. If not this week, next week. I know this week is Holy Week, so we're really going to be focused on that with our ministry clients. But I'm going to do my best to support those of you who are trying to grow your business. So I'm excited. I'm so excited. Listen, look out for the information for the challenge. Make sure you subscribe to my mailing list at jessicagrace.tv. That is my website. I would love to be able to send you information about what I have coming up, the challenge, and so many other things, okay? I really appreciate you guys for being here with me. Thanks, 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 thanks. And I will see you again soon. Take care. All right.